a Walmart here, a Walmart there, everywhere a Walmart, Walmart. Old MacDonald had a Walmart. E-I-E-I-O. I'm done at Walmart. I'm done for the day. And I'm done, I want to say for good. Can I say for good? I don't know. They say never. So I've been an online grocery picker and a cashier. Actually, at this Walmart, I was both. The one in Montana, I was just a cashier. And today, or tonight, I am going to go over, well, actually it'll be tomorrow. I am going to go over the differences, the pros, the cons, and which one wins, if any. Hope you'll join me. Here, Serene and Simple Life, Gypsy Soul Nomad. If you watched last week, it is 29 months now, full-time in a Toyota Highlander, for those of you who are new. And today's episode for Sit and Share Sunday is about Walmart. Not what I think of Walmart personally, although I have done plenty of shopping there over the course of the last 2 years. My thoughts are changing on Walmart, but we're not going to get into that today. I am going to share with you about my work experience at Walmart, now a second time around. This past summer, for those of you who watched, I worked at Walmart in Kalispell, Montana. I was a cashier. It was a good experience. HR was wonderful. The people I worked with were wonderful. And I had a short-term goal. I worked there for 3 months and then I was over it. I mean, literally over it. And said, never again. Well, they say never, right? So fast forward now, I left there the end of August. I worked there, June, July, August, I worked there. Fast forward a couple months and I am back at Walmart. I just finished up, thankfully. I started November 1st and put in just about 4 months there, here in, not in Kalispell, but now in Lakeland, Florida. Why did I go back to Walmart when I was so sure that I was not going to go back? Well, I guess that cliche, an easy buck. And when I was looking for land, I realized that I was getting really tight in my finances to be able to pay cash for a half an acre to an acre of land, as well as pay for a tiny cabin. I want to pay cash. So I decided to go back to Walmart, but not at the onset. When I threw out the idea of a friend's journey, God bless you, Kimberly. Kimberly emailed me and said, you can come and stay on my property and we can go camping. And that didn't happen for some personal reasons with Kimberly's business and my working a lot. Her personal business. It didn't happen, but we did spend some time together, just talking and getting to know one another, which was wonderful. And if I haven't already posted that video, I will be posting that video where you meet Kimberly. But she emailed me and said, hey, come and stay on my property. And I was like, okay, where are you? And you know, I knew as it was getting colder that Arizona or Florida were going to be my options to get another job, to get just a little bit more money in my savings account. And I was like, okay, Parker, Arizona, Walmart, live in the casino parking lot, because you can't stay at the Walmart parking lot, and could I stay there day after day after day? Or do I go meet a new friend and go to a new area? Well, I chose a new area. And first thing I emailed her about was, hey, do you know of anywhere where they don't require masks? Well, and this video is not about masks, and I do delete comments when you start talking about your pro-mask, because I read the comment, and the comment's for me, and then I delete it, okay? And if you want a controversial channel, go for it, you know? I mean, go for it. Talk about masks on your channel, and let it be wide open. So just a little bunny trail there. This isn't about masks, but those of you who've been watching me a while know that I am not a believer in them. And I knew that one of the hardest things about going back to work would be wearing a mask all day for that long of a time. It causes me a lot of emotional and mental stress. And I'll keep all the other information that I've gathered about them to myself. And if you want to put a comment, a nasty comment, whatever you want to do, I'll read it, because I'm going to see the comments. I read the comments, and then I'll delete it, because I'm not going to start a stream. This video is not about that. But anyways, back to Kimberly. So I said, hey, do you know? And she's like, no, not really, you know. So I'm like, okay, Walmart. Okay, I know Walmart. I know that I could probably get rehired there really quickly, and they are one of the places that will give you 40 hours. So, or, you know, I could probably get some overtime. So I decided to go back to Walmart. But instead of being a cashier, the little thought was dropped that to be an online grocery picker. OGP is what they call it, online grocery picker. That was a thought that came up in Kalispell, where I could have made 50 cents more per hour. And I was like, well, 50 cents an hour, 40 hours a week, that ends up being an extra $80 a month times 3 or 4 months. That's a nice little chunk of change, $400 or $500 extra. Plus, I knew that I had worked for Target before, and Target would not give you the full-time hours. So I decided to try out online grocery picking, and I'm really happy that I did. I'm not sure yet if I like cashiering or online grocery picking better, because they both have their pros and cons, and that's what I want to go through today, in case you would like to get a job as an online grocery picker, or as a cashier. Which would you like to do, or, you know, would suit you better? So it was fun times, and I'm going to share with you the good and the bad and the differences between the two jobs. First off, cashier. Now, I've been a cashier in many different stores, you know, in Kroger's and Target, and now most recently Walmart. And the pros about cashiering, especially in a super busy store like I was in, is it's a fast pace, and you're in one place. You're not dodging people, you're standing there, which I'll talk about in a minute about dodging people. You're standing there and you're cashiering. And the time, especially I like to take a very late lunch, went super fast. Now in Kalispell, they gave me the beautiful hours, 8 to 5. And I was pretty much able to get that in Lakeland as well. I asked for it, and he was able to accommodate me. But anyways, be engaging with people. Now, on a regular life without a mask, and you're able to show your God-given beautiful face, we all have them, and your beautiful smile, even though eyes are a smile, but there's nothing like the real deal, you know? And I would love to engage with people, like to talk to you, you know, how's your day going? And I, once upon a time, even made a notebook. I would ask everybody that came through my line, what's been the best part of your day so far? And when they would tell me, I would write it in the notebook. I think I don't know if I was doing it right then and there because we were so busy. Maybe after work I would try to recall or just write a little note on a piece of register tape or something so that I could recall what they said. And I was going to turn that into a little pocketbook type thing, but I never did. So, but I found myself as one of the cons with a mask that I would look down like this often, and I'm just scanning, and I don't, because of the distress of looking at people in masks, it was mentally and emotionally boggling to me. All the different kinds, seeing children in masks just broke my heart. Just literally broke my heart. I would pull my mask down and smile at them, and you could see that they were happy and a little confused too, you know. So who knows where we're at right now with all of that, and I don't know. It's so hard. This is my channel. I could talk about whatever I want, and you have the privilege and the opportunity of hitting that off button, right? You can hit it right now. You don't even have to say anything. You could just hit it. But again, I don't leave comments. People commented, hey, you know, like free speech. No, this video is about, those are my little tangents on my channel. This is about the Walmart experience of cashiering versus online grocery picking. And if you want to say, oh, I hated online grocery picking, it was just so nasty, you can say that, and I'll leave that comment there. That's your opinion about that, but so it's about the subject, you know. And so again, I'm telling you, what was hard about cashiering is standing there and just over and over again, really not wanting to engage with people the way I normally do. I found myself just pulling in, and it was very stressful. And I would find many people that were on the same page, and some of them were still wearing masks just to be compliant. I'm a really kind person, and I am an unselfish person, but I don't, you know, and I don't go with the people who are saying that it's selfish to not wear a mask, because I'm not asking you to do anything. I'm not asking you to stay at home or to stay 6 feet away from me or to lose your business or anything. I'm not asking you anything. I am just allowing me to be who I want to be, and so yeah, I'm over it. I'm really over it, and I don't think that I will, they say never, but I don't think I'll ever go back to another job if I have to wear a mask all day. That's definitely a side note. I could probably save that till the end, but I'm gonna let you know now that was very stressful. So standing in one place one day, and the nonstop, you know, of people without even like being able to take a breath, in a busy store, the cashiering was hard. But I do like the fast pace. I don't like jobs that are over and over the same thing, but I was good at it, you know, and efficient, and I like to play the bagging the groceries the proper way, and I guess that, you know, Tetris type thing, spinning the thing and putting all your box stuff in your cold stuff, and, you know, just giving you a good experience that way. I enjoyed that. So that was very cool. So that's pretty much it about cashiering. They gave me the beautiful hours in Kalispell. I worked 8 to 5, and then I would pick up 2 hours overtime every day, so I was doing 50 hours a week. Now, on to online grocery picking. At first, when I first started it, I was physically, it took a good month to get used to pushing a very heavy cart and lifting. I didn't have to lift 24 packs of water. It was the 12 packs. There was a time, and I'll leave a couple pictures at the end, but I had to like push where there was 12, 2 liters. We had 8 totes that all fit in this metal thing. And like I said, I'll leave you a couple pictures. I couldn't take videos inside the store. They're always playing music, so I just don't want to bother with that. But there was all these totes, and you would fill them, and there was chilled and frozen and like dry goods that we called ambient, and general, which you were all over the store. And then there was unknown and oversized and put, which is pick up today. So, and there's all these different people, and you got a label. Like if you're doing chilled, I'm doing 8 different people's orders of just the chilled, and someone is out on the floor doing those same 8 people their ambient. And so we're picking the groceries, and we have what we call a handheld, where we scan the bread, and then we scan the tote to make sure it goes in the right person's tote, and then you bag it and drop it in. So that was the job in a nutshell. But pushing the heavy metal cart and 12 packs, or 2 12 packs, 2 heavy laundry and 12 2-liters at one time. The cart got very, very heavy, and I could feel it in my insides, especially in my lower extremities, and it hurt my lower back and kind of went around into the front, kind of like period cramps. For all you women out there, it was pretty intense. But the things I liked about it, I was left to myself. I could breathe a little bit, sometimes have that mask where I could breathe and people weren't around. I liked the exercise. I liked the walking 10 to 20,000 steps a day. When I was first trained, one of the little girls who trained me, she had a thing on, for steps. I don't have one of those, and I probably wouldn't use it because I was often charging my phone in the back lunchroom. So but she said she would do an average of about 20,000 steps in one 8-hour shift. So I figured I was probably somewhere around there as well. Although she was a lot faster than me, so maybe I didn't do, maybe more like 15,000 steps. I don't know. The cons, dodging people. Oh my gosh, the busier it got in the day. If you've been to Walmart and you see people pushing those metal things, they're online grocery pickers. And getting around people, a couple times, it was just, my heart was in my throat actually, if I was gonna bump into somebody, or if there was a little one in front of my cart and I didn't see them. So I always had to be in tune of everybody around me. I couldn't just pick the groceries off the shelf, scan them, put them in the thing. I always had to be aware of left and right, behind me, in front of me, and going around the corner after you left an aisle and making your left or right hand turn. Stressful. The amount of work and not enough pickers. There was times when they asked me to stay over. A lot of people, women and men's, the guys' shifts was like 6 a.m. until 2 p.m. and they were out of there. They weren't staying over. They were done. So me being 8 to 5, and we still have 500 or 1,000 picks left at 3 o'clock. Hey, Linda, can you stay a little bit longer? Got people walking by now. Sorry about that extra. But anyways, that in itself was like, I'm one who likes to get things done. And when I could see on the handheld that we still had 400 or 500 picks left, that created some, I guess you could say, mental stress for me. The interruptions all day. And I do it. So this is not a criticism of you asking where something is. But I'm telling you, the amount of people that ask where something is, and I, most of the time, had no clue. My handheld, I didn't really learn how to go and stop and go and find out where something was. They say you could use the Walmart app. Half the time I didn't have my phone with me, and over 60, 70% of the time, they're still talking over there. Over 60 or 70% of the time, they were within 2 to 3 feet of the item they were looking for. So now, when I go out shopping, I want to make sure that it's not right on top of me like a snake that would bite me, and that I don't just resort to asking somebody, where is this, where is that, because oftentimes, like, where's the bread? There is a huge black sign that says bread right on it, and I want to start being able to pay attention more to the signs and less needy of other people to find out where something is without doing my own research, whatever you want to call it. When I first got started, a couple times I got the little, you need to go faster. Not very much, though. My 2 bosses, much younger than me, were very, very nice. So shout out to them. One girl was just, Michelle, very interested in what I was doing as a nomad, and complimented my channel. And So she even thanked me for having the respect for her. She said, even though I'm so much younger than you, I appreciate the respect. And I looked at her like, I can't imagine not having you, like, have respect for your boss. You're my boss, no matter what age you are. And she commented that there's a lot of people that she has, you know, that are her people that she has to keep track of, I guess, you know, don't have that kind of respect. And that made me sad. That made me sad to hear that. And the work ethic. I'm not criticizing your work ethic. If you have a great work ethic, that's fantastic. But I did grow up with a work ethic of, you know, I told her I may not be the fastest kid on the block, but I do have the, but you can count on me. You know, I wasn't one to call in sick. I wasn't one, you know, I couldn't be a team player as far as there's two other jobs. There's down stacking, where they organize all the totes when you bring them to the back room, and then there is where they go out and fill the order. I forget what they're called right at the moment. Down stacking and I don't know. Taking the orders out to people's cars. It's called something else. I just had a brain block there. But I couldn't do those two jobs because it was too much heavy lifting of the totes to try to maneuver everything, you know, to where it needed to be. So Michelle had a respect for me too. She said, I don't expect an older lady to be lifting, and it was kind of cute for her, you know, saying an older lady, which I am an older lady. So left to myself, yeah, if I were to choose again, you know, come up to me and say, hey, do you want to be a cashier or do you want to be an online grocery picker? I'm going to say, without the mask, probably go to cashiering if I could get the early hours. I think the bottom line is, what kind of hours do you have for me? Because I really was not interested in working 8, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night and turning around and coming back. So I have been very, very fortunate. Both times at Walmart, I was able to get shifts where I was done by 5, and then by choice, I could stay later, which was never past 7 o'clock to, I think one time, New Year's Eve or something, I stayed till 8 o'clock. I had no plans, so it kind of felt good. Will I go back to Walmart? Never say never, but I already told you that if I have to wear a mask somewhere, I'm pretty much done. I'm done. I'm going to continue my Say It, Display It business, and I'm going to continue YouTube and my social media and doing what I can. And you know, if I need to go back on Social Security, I will. But so far, things look good. I'm going to still be living very minimally. And if I outright own my land and my cabin, I'm good to go. I just praise and thank the Lord. So that's it, guys. I know this is rather lengthy, and I hope you will, you know, respect that this is my channel. And if I want to say the M word, I can say it, but I don't expect it to be a conversation in the comments. The comment, I believe, is for me. And it's that, or to get a fan club of people who are on the same page as you. And I'm not saying that as a criticism. I like people who are on the same page as me. If you write, I agree with you about the masks, I'm going to leave that there. I'm going to leave that there. That's nice. It's a nice comment. We get, I think YouTube like gives you, you know, credit for the more comments you have. So when I delete, I'm actually probably hurting my channel. That's okay. But so if you want that fan club and you want to discuss that and you want to get all those people who are on your side, then start a channel. That's the coolest thing to do. Otherwise, I read your comment and then it goes away, because if you disagree with me, you're allowed to disagree with me. I'm just not making this saying, hey, please put in the comments your thoughts. I'm not asking you to do that, but you can on your channel. So I hope that makes some sense. I'm not trying to censor your conversation, because I would turn the comments off if I was trying to do that. The comment will come to me, and then God helps me to erase it from my brain. Some of the ugly and negative, I can't even remember them anymore. Used to like bother me, you know, what somebody said, but not anymore. Not anymore. Too old for that. So I really appreciate you guys. I'm so thankful for your support, and I hope that this was helpful as far as working, and whether or not a cashier or online grocery picking might be in your future. Blessings in your day and joy in the journey. Later.